Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday, December 23rd.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's hard to believe Christmas is right around the corner.
I know.
Dude, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So much going on. Anyway, hey, it's wonderful to be back. I'm sorry we haven't actually been around in the last couple days. We are running around like crazy, just trying to get as much done. And of course, I'm doing some Christmas shopping, for some last-minute Christmas shopping for a bunch of little kids. And boy, I tell you, this is my first year Christmas shopping for this many little kids, and it is pandemonium in the stores. I went everywhere today, and the place it's cleaned out everywhere I go.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, boy, let me tell you. So, you know what though? It makes it all worthwhile when they get so excited about the gifts I give them. And you know what? I really wanted to focus on some cool gifts this year. Something beyond just like a toy that they play with. I wanted to focus on toys that would kind of help hone some of their skills. Nice. So we focused on a lot of music stuff this year, so we got well, I can't say it right now, but I'll talk about it after Christmas. But regardless, what I will say though is that the parents will not be happy with the amount of noise that these kids are going to be making. So
they're not your kids, so who cares?
Exactly. So, and trust me, these things are going to make some noise.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be. I would just get them some pots and pans. That's all I
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I grew up with.
All right, so along the lines of the holidays, let's just talk openly and honestly about just some tips that you guys can use for the holiday season, and really when it comes to, first and foremost, be really, really realistic about the holiday season, and don't try to really focus on so much losing weight, and if you do, that's fantastic. If you're super gangster about dropping weight during the holiday season, that's fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you're on a wonderful weight loss schedule, awesome. More power to you, wouldn't you say?
It's pretty gangster on the holidays.
It is. It is. But something that's a lot more realistic is just to maintain your weight during the holidays. So many people, they use the holidays as an excuse to just splurge, to go completely off schedule, and the average amount of weight gained during the holidays, now the overall average is a pound. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but the problem is that the majority of us don't lose that pound. And so, holiday after holiday after holiday after holiday, sure enough, you're 12 pounds heavier, you're 13 pounds heavier, you're 15 pounds heavier. Now, most people will jump on the scale and they actually might see about a 6-pound weight gain during the holidays. Keep in mind, the majority of this really is water because of the quality of the food that we're consuming. Tons of sodium, tons of processed and refined carbohydrates, and so that just holds water onto our body like a magnet. We talk about the water and the magnet and all that other good stuff.
I'm like a super magnet then.
Yeah, I know, so... You are a super magnet.
I think I have my own gravitational field and stuff. I don't know.
Well, regardless, so don't really focus, and if you are focusing on losing weight during the holidays, that's fantastic, but let's be realistic. Just try to maintain throughout the holidays. Trust me, it makes things a lot easier. And also, if you think about just maintaining throughout the holidays, it's a lot easier to stay on your regimen. Just try to come into it like every other month of the year. Really, just get into it and just try to maintain the regimen as much as you possibly can. Okay, but there are holiday parties kind of scattered around every other couple days, and we got family coming into town, so we're bombarded with stressors and triggers to binge and to obviously to overload our body with all kinds of things that ain't that good for it, like a lot of alcohol.
Oh, eggnog?
Alcohol, yes, eggnog, and well, the good eggnog. And so, really, that's
stuff with rum in it.
Yeah, it's time to be smart about it. So if it does come down to alcohol, try to limit yourself to about 2 drinks. But let's be honest, if you're gonna do a little bit more than 2 drinks, then I want you to do that emergency trick. Now we talked about that. You know the emergency trick. We all know the emergency trick, and I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, really cool. You got to do this, and it works like a champ every time. So, number one, if you are going to drink more than 2 drinks, first and foremost, own the consequences. Just suck it up and own the fact that, number one, you're probably going to be hungover in the morning. Number two, you are going to dehydrate yourself that night, and then you're going to bloat for the next 3 to 4 days, and it's going to be absolutely miserable. But own it, because remember, you can have a lot of fun over the course of a couple hours, but then you dehydrate your body rebounds after that, and you're going to bloat for 3 to 4 days. So just own it, anticipate it, and enjoy it, embrace it, choose it. So,
yes.
But what you can do to prevent that from happening and to prevent the hangover is, if you load yourself up on drinks one night, get 2 packets of Emergen-C, that effervescent vitamin C mix, and it's loaded with electrolytes. So electrolytes, of course, are calcium, potassium, sodium, magnesium. And so it's loaded with those electrolytes. Those actually pull water back into the body. So alcohol is a diuretic. It tries to flush the water out of the body. These pull water back in, because I actually don't want you to flush overnight from drinking alcohol, because if you do, then your body will rebound for 3 to 4 days. Your body will always do the opposite of what you want it to, what you tell it to do. So it'll always rebound. We've seen this time and time again. So you take 2 packets of Emergen-C, throw it into a quart of water, and I want you to pound a quart of water before you go to bed. Before you go to bed.
Pound it like we did the night before with the alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. Pound it like the alcohol, right? So keep in mind, the first thing you want, if you go out and you get a little blitzed on some alcohol, I know you want to go home and pass out. Don't let yourself pass out until you get the Emergen-C down with a quart of water. Trust me, it's going to prevent the dehydration. And to prevent the dehydration, number one, it's going to prevent the hangover, because that's what the hangover is from. The whole hangover, the headache and everything, it's caused by the major dehydration. And then, of course, by preventing that, then you're also going to prevent the bloat for the next 3 to 4 days, and that whole rebound that your body goes through. So be smart and reasonable about that.
And also use a designated driver as well.
Always use a designated driver, of course. But hey, here's another really cool tip that we always do when we're going to the holiday parties now. Of course, we bring our food already prepared for us in advance, but we always like to throw down a snack before we go into the holiday party. So we'll throw down like a protein shake, and maybe some lentils and rice, or some celery, or some steamed veggies, or whatever it is. We load ourselves up before we go in there, and sure enough, you're in the right mindset, and so you don't hit and attack the buffet tray and the buffet table and start loading up.
The summer sausage is gone. And all
yeah.
that.
Oh my God. No. That's the last thing you want to do. So put your body into a wonderful state to make some good, sane, sound decisions, and throw down a protein shake, or throw down some food in the car before you walk into the holiday party. Trust me, it's just. It makes everything so much more reasonable. Then you're not kicking yourself as you're walking out thinking, oh my God, why did I eat that? Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. No, you're already in a wonderful place. You're already full, and so you can taste the food, you can enjoy the food, but you're not going to overload on the food. So be really smart about that. And another thing, typically in most holiday parties, there's usually like a veggie platter. There's usually some fruit and whatnot. Make some smart decisions, and just, when you are there, try to load up on as much of that as possible. I'm not saying don't enjoy some fudge brownies. Don't enjoy some stuffing and gravy. Don't enjoy some
that's always popular
mashed
at parties.
potatoes, or some yams and marshmallows, or whatever it is. I don't know. what those little croissant wieners, or whatever they are.
We'll just leave it at that.
No, come on, regardless, you can always dabble in a few of the tastier things in life, like those fudge brownies. But yeah, be smart about it, guys. Be smart about it. Any other tips you got?
Just what happens if we're traveling and we just came from the airport?
All right, well, we just did this. Actually, this is a wonderful example. So if you are traveling, this might sound a little crazy, but the first thing that we do as soon as we land, we'll jump at the taxi or the town car, or, in our case, the limousine.
Yeah, right.
and
it's more like the super shuttle.
Yeah, I know.
Are you kidding?
And we go straight, crazy, but we do it. We go straight to the grocery store. I tell you what, from there, no joke, it saves us a fortune, and we always get some really good food. We stock up the refrigerator at the hotel, and we're money. We're golden. We're eating the right foods, and it's trust me, you save a fortune when you're traveling. All right, guys, we are out of time. So
already,
we will see you in the next day or two. Don't worry, we'll definitely see you before or on Christmas. So
yes, Merry Christmas.
See you soon.
God bless you, everyone, and Tiny Tim.